Comerica Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Gun. Hey. Back.
To throw is Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gun. Set. 180.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Newton takes it himself. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They hand off to their big tight end. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Here we go.
Now Goff on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. A big run there by Gurley. 51 yards on the ground. So Gurley gashes the defense, and a lot of people say, do you take running backs early 1st round? Do you want them that high? Surely you're happy you took Todd Gurley that early.
Without a doubt, Dr. Seuss. I love the way that got done by you, but even better, it's fun to watch Todd Gurley run the football. He is electrifying.
I want you to know that I did not mean to do that, by the way. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Caught left side by Funchess. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking...
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. This one complete to Carter Samuel. And he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Here we go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Come on now. Let's rock now. Gun. 8. Gun.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, Technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And some room to Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 77 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. Third down here.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Starting left here. Whirling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here's Goff now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Rock now. Keep moving.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Gun. Right to the 3.
On second down, here's Newton. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On first down, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Gun.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Gall. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Gone. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. This one taken from the 7. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Check.
On second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A shotgun snap for gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll get it up the middle. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, lift.
Third and goal, Gurley. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Great. Set. McKinney. Great. Hey. Here we go.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, check. 3 down. 8, 20. Great. Hey. I got you, boy.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey. Express.
From the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Hey.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Super 66.
To throw on second down, it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Super. 14.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Third and long. It's gone. He's going to fire one deep. They got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on third down. 46 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He's to the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 25 yards to the house, and the Rams add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hey. Gun. Hey, switch gears. That's it. 180. Great. Here we go.
Here's Newton now on second down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Hey! Gun. Great.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And caught left side. Olsen fighting him off. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Four down. Check that.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A road win in the National Football League.